Okay, so we just got in a car accident. I don't know what to do. So I'm very scared. I don't know what to do. But we're gonna figure it out. I was just sleeping. Nobody got injured. I don't know if we're getting our stuff or when they fix our car or anything, because there's very important stuff there in the car. It was very expensive. I got my Stanley, I got my phone, I got my money, and I got my iced tea. So yeah. My mom's crying right now, calling Rusty's, because they might be able to pick us up after a few days. So, yeah, she's crying because she's so scared. She says she feels like an idiot that at 37 years old that she wants her parents, but she's not. Anyways, so I'm just very scared I'm not hurt. We have a plan. There's restaurants here. The people here are very, very nice. So yeah, I'm just glad I'm okay and everybody's okay. Okay, so we are at a hotel right now. And there is nurses here for in case if we need like help or anything. The police said that tomorrow morning, even if we're not injured, we will be in a little bit of pain. But everything will be all right.
This is the rental we got. Hertz was very kind to us. They actually gave us a free upgrade because of our situation, and it's a RAV4. It was an awesome drive. Never driven in this kind of luxury before. I think the most luxury I've ever driven in was probably my mother-in-law's golden Mercedes. I've never driven a vehicle with such a nice screen and so many nice fancy things, and it was a pleasure driving this. Thank you, Hertz. Okay, so let's have a quick serious chat. Yeah, you can see it's a rainy day outside today. Who cares? Not me. So let's chat about the accident that happened on our way back home from our vacation. We went to Long Beach in Washington State. So it's about 1,200 and something miles from where we live. And we really wanted to go see the Pacific Ocean, and so we said, hey, let's take the drive down and we can see all the things. And we went down and we saw all the things. And on our way back, the car accident happened. So we stopped in Missoula, Montana for gas, or petrol, as you say in South Africa. But we stopped for gas in Missoula, Montana. And when we were done, we pulled out of the gas station and we needed to get back onto the Interstate 90, the I-90. And so the hubster went over to the left lane in order to make a U-turn where he was able to make a U-turn. But as he turned, he did not see a car, or as he was trying to go over to the next lane in order to turn, he did not see the vehicle that was coming on, and that vehicle hit us. So the vehicle hit the car on the front left part of the car's nose. So the whole front left wheel is completely bent in, the chassis is broken, the fender is broken, The left mirror is broken. The driver's door is kind of wonky. And that whole part is like irreparable. Well, it's repairable, but like for $4,000, which is way more than what the vehicle is worth. So we decided to sell it for parts, which is better because we have no way of getting it back to where we live, which is 10 hours away from Missoula, Montana. Anyway, so that's what happened. That's the accident that happened. Something amazing that came out of this was that we saw how many amazing people we have in our lives who love us and who care about us. I immediately phoned 911, and the emergency response personnel were there. Within minutes, probably within 2 minutes, the fire department was there. The traffic control was there, or police. The ambulance was there. The other couple's vehicle flipped over, and thankfully they have no injuries. They say they might have a couple of bruises, but they're fine. They are okay. They had no cuts, no breaks, nothing. They are okay. And we are so grateful for that because the EMS personnel checked them out and they were okay. So we're so grateful for that. It could have been much worse. So 911 responded immediately with the emergency personnel. The police who were there treated us with so much dignity and kindness because it was simply an accident. It was not on purpose. And it was a split second of miscalculation. And it happened. So, and that's another thing I appreciate about the USA so much, is that you get treated with dignity and respect in any situation. If you are a law-abiding person and you follow the rules and you are respectful to the authorities, then you are met with that same respect and kindness. So anyway, what happened next was that as soon as the accident scene was cleaned up, thankfully it happened a few hundred foot away from a hotel. So we took out our luggage from the vehicle and we walked over to a hotel, and it was amazing because then the manager of the hotel said we can have a discounted price because, I mean, we were just in an accident, we were rattled, and they were so kind. The gentleman at the reception is also a trauma counselor and a nurse, so he offered services like if we needed to talk about it, if we needed some medical attention, then he'd be willing to help us. That's another wonderful thing that happened. So we stayed in the Baymont by Wyndham Hotel in Missoula, Montana, and they were very, very kind to us. So I will place a link to the hotel in the description. And then the next day, that night, we barely slept anything. Like, I think NJ probably slept an hour. I probably just slept 2 hours. It felt like an absolute nightmare and a big mountain on our shoulders. Because, listen, we are still we've only been in the USA for 3 years. Everything is still different to us or strange to us. It's still scary to get into a vehicle accident in a foreign country, even though you've been in the country for 3 years. And the thing is also, every state has its own laws and its own way of doing things. So if you ever get into an accident in the USA, what you do is, number one, you phone 911. That's your first step. You phone 911. And then from there on, the authorities will help you. And if you need advice, you can always ask them for advice and they can provide you with advice. All right, so we stayed over at the hotel, and the next day we needed to get home. So what I did the next day was I phoned our insurance or our broker, and he contacted the insurance, and the insurance will take care of the other couple and their vehicle and everything, which I'm so grateful for. You have to have insurance when you are here. And then, so when I handled that the next day, we went to the airport. Thankfully, it was in a city with an airport. Now, the majority of towns, bigger towns here, do have airports. And Missoula in Montana is a city, so there's an international airport. So we went to the airport, to Hertz, because I found out that Hertz actually has a place in a town close by where we live. And we tried to rent a vehicle, and with my credit card limit was too low to put a holding on my credit card for a vehicle. And then Hertz, the manager of Hertz, went above and beyond. If I say above and beyond, I mean it. Way above and beyond for us. He gave me advice, we tried it, and we were able to rent a vehicle. I asked for just a vehicle with a big enough trunk for our luggage and to get us from there home. And he gave us a free upgrade to a small SUV, a RAV4, I think 2020 model, which is it just blows my mind, because you know what? He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to. But he was kind enough to do so. So a shout out to Chris, the manager at Hertz in Missoula, Montana at the international airport. Thank you. Thank you so much for helping our family out. It's amazing. And then also the Iron Horse Towing Company, they were also there at the accident scene within minutes. And they towed our vehicle, and they were so patient. I didn't know. At first, I tried to get someone to fix my vehicle, and then that person said, well, no, it's going to be too expensive to fix it. Might as well just sell it for parts. And then they still kept my vehicle there until I was able to get a hold of Spalding, which is an auto parts company in Missoula, Montana. They have branches all over the country, and they bought the wrecked vehicle from us. And yeah, so that's sorted out. And the Iron Horse kept my vehicle there until I was able to sort things out with Spalding. So that's done. And now it's all handled. In all of this, our church family, our pastor and his wife immediately sent out texts on the prayer groups, and I phoned my boss at Rusty's Burgers and Ice Cream, and they were even willing to go and get us 10 hours away from where we live. They were willing to go and get us. They didn't have to, but they were willing to, and that just means so much to us. Honestly, we do not have enough words to thank everyone for their support, or we don't have enough English words to thank everyone enough for their support and their help in this time. It has been quite a roller coaster week, but we are grateful that we are home and we are safe. So thank you to the emergency services in Missoula, Montana, the police officers who helped us, the fire department. Oh, another thing, the fire department, one of the gentlemen came to us and gave us some cash for the night. He's part of a nonprofit organization that raises money for situations like that. And they gave us some money to pay for a hotel stay or whatever we might need. And I'm so grateful for that. that really, really, really helped us a lot. And then another shout out to Hertz. You guys went above and beyond for us to help us get home. We really thought we were stranded. It was a scary, scary moment, but thankful to you guys. And then our American family that we have made here, everyone who prayed for us, those near and those abroad, everyone who prayed for us, everyone who texted us, supporting us emotionally. And then another thing, I am part of a WhatsApp group, South African women in the USA WhatsApp support group. And after I spoke to my boss and our pastor, and obviously, first of all, 911, I texted on the group. I said, hey, does anyone live in Missoula, Montana? We were in a vehicle accident and we need help. And within minutes, Antoinette, the leader of the group, texted me a whole list of people who were in and around the area and who I could contact for support and help. And every single person that I contacted really helped us out and supported us and was amazing. So thank you everyone for all your support and all your help. This was a scary moment in our lives, but we are grateful. We got through it by the grace of God. It's all by the grace of God. And I want to again just reiterate that it's so important to always ask God for protection. And yes, the moment the accident happened, at one point I told my family and I told my friends or my boss, well, it's family, that I was talking to over the phone and just verbally having verbal diarrhea in that moment. I was like, I feel so unchristian right now. I have no faith. And it was the darkest moment of my life. And I was able to lean on the faith of our church family, lean on the faith of our friends who sent me prayers, literally praying for us over the phone and talking to us, confirming scripture to us and reminding us that it is God who called us to the USA. And yes, in a strange, probably controversial manner, but God did call us here, and he called us here both to safety and to serve others for his kingdom. So he gave us a whole new life here in the USA. He brought us here. We are safe. We are okay. If this happened in South Africa, it would have turned out completely differently. We do have a support group in South Africa, but it would have been way harder and way more stressful than it was here in the USA. So I'm grateful to live in a country that works, where everything works and where the law is enforced, and we are grateful. So we are still here, and I'm going to keep bothering you with videos. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you for watching our videos. And again, to everyone who loved and supported us in this time, thank you. From the deepest point of our hearts, thank you. We love you. Mwah.